Hello my gorgeous loves out there and welcome. In today's video, I'm going to get into the new Twisted Tea Party palette from Ensley Reign Cosmetics. I'm going to do some swatches, I'm going to create some looks, and I'm going to give you all the details and my thoughts on this. But before we get into this video, if you're new here, hello, welcome. My name is Brie and I'm just a crazy lover of all things beauty. I like to post a lot of fun, colorful makeup content. I like to do a lot on indie makeup, so if that is what you're into, then please hit that subscribe button and join this little family. But with that being said, let's get into this video. Alright, welcome my lovely babes out there. I'm excited to try something from Ensley Reign Cosmetics again. I really love this brand. I featured them quite a bit on my channel and I just love their like multi-chromes, their singles, and all of their palettes that I have tried. So they came out with this Twisted Tea Party palette, which is part of a bigger collection. There was some single multi-chromes that you could get. There was like a pigmented black lip gloss, a hollow chrome highlighter, and I think there was also a liquid shadow. Now that entire bundle went for $1.99, which it shows that it is sold out within their website, but I decided to skip on the extra stuff and just get the palette since I have a lot of beautiful singles already from Ensley Reign. But this one right here goes for $83.33, which I know is on the pricier side, but it is full of some special shadows in here, which is probably causing the higher price tag. I'll show you guys quickly how this came. This is the box. The same imagery is on the box, and then when you opened up, it had the palette as well as the little saying "We're all mad here," which I thought was super cute. They also had this little key in there and it says "Open Me." Isn't that cute? And then there was also two little stickers. We got Alice and a cute little ghost. And then they also included a little gift with purchase. So this is called Sinister Sky. It looks like it is a metallic shadow. Love the little cardboard packaging it has. I will also swatch this as well. Every time I've picked up something from Ensley Reign, they've always included some kind of gift, some kind of glitter, just little added touches, which I think is really amazing about the brand. There was also a little piece of Laffy Taffy too, so I thought that was really cool. So let me show you guys the palette up close. I love the artwork on this. The whole Alice in Wonderland theme is so adorable and very fitting for the brand. And then inside, there is no mirror, but we have the Cheshire Cat looking at you, saying "We're all mad here." And then inside is these gorgeous shadows. They are magnetic pans. You can switch out the shades. You can, replace it with other shades that fit. And they're easy to pop out since they have this little space right here for you to take the shadows out. This has a mix of 9 multi-chromes, which is why this is on the higher price side. They're in different textures, from a little bit more flaky foil ones to smoother ones, as well as 6 mattes that are in like grungy tones, as well as bright electrifying tones. So I do like the little mix up of the colors within here, and the little addition of this light blue shimmer as well, which is also very gorgeous and looks like it is a shifty shadow as well. And it's definitely going to pair beautifully with this palette. So with all that being said, I think I am ready now to put this on my eyes, create a couple looks, and then give you guys my first impressions on this. So I think we should now jump into look number 1. So I did go ahead and prime my eyes with the Kaleidos Tone Activator Primer. Did not set it like usual, and I am going to start off with the shade called Rabbit, this matte black. I want to do a very kind of defined shape look. Hopefully it comes out right. I'm gonna get a little mirror here, and I'm going to take this angled brush, like this liner brush, and I'm going to start a shape out here on the outer corner, and just trying to keep it like at the same angle towards the tip of my eyebrow. I haven't done a defined look in a while, so I figured I'd switch it up and not get stuck in my little rut of doing the same thing. So I'm just creating like a little faux wing out here. I'm going to fill it in with the black as well. So here is the shape that I was trying to achieve. I just filled it in with the black shadow. This is definitely more of a charcoal shade than like a true black, but it's still nice and pigmented and saturated. So now I want to get into another matte. I am going to go in with like the snell of the brush right here and go into the Looking Glass. I'm gonna see how pigmented that is, and I'm going to use it on the edge of this blue. I guess kind of creating a gradient between like the shimmers that I am going to end up using. Just really kind of stamping it on. I'm trying to be careful and not get any fallout, but I'm just gonna use it like towards the edge here. And at the inner portion, I want to go with the shade Hypnotic, and I'm going to create like an arch a little bit above the shape that I am forming. I actually got the inspiration to do this style from Annette's Makeup Corner. I love how she does her makeup, especially when she does these really graphic shapes on her eyes. They're just absolutely stunning. So I'm just making this little shape right here, kind of arching it down. It's gonna stay like right there with that pink. I know it looks a little crazy right now, but I'm pretty sure this is gonna come out like what I'm thinking here. I am using this little It's Belle brush that is so small and defined. I'm just, you know, keeping the arch going just a little bit above here. So now I want to get into the shimmers, and I'm definitely going to lean into all of these blue metallics. So I'm gonna start off with Bonkers. This very foiled, very flaking looking blue that I'm guessing may have like a purple shift to it. I'm gonna spray it a little bit just to avoid fallout and get the shadow to spread easier. I'm gonna keep this on the outer edge where I put the blue matte. I'm not gonna take it too far in. I'm just gonna work slowly. Oh, there's little sparkles all throughout this shade, and it's just very intense and foiled. Now we're going to keep going with the shade called Elixir. This is definitely one of those smoother formulas that are very bright and intense. And I'm just gonna stick it here. Oh, look at that. Oh, wow. That is so bright. And it's helping to create a perfect little gradient here from like going darker to lighter. Oh, that is so gorgeous. I'm going to take the shade called Mind Melt right here, which is a like light blue. It looks like it also has a lavender shift. This one is very flaky, if you can see. And I know I'm gonna need to wet this one because I know it's going to be a little bit more textured. Ooh, it is super foiled. It's pulling very lavender on my eyes, which is totally fine with me. And I'm keeping that right there in the inner portion. I will also bring that into the inner corner as well as my inner corner highlight and brightening shade. And I think that's just such a beautiful addition to this look. I'm going to keep the lower lash line clean. This is what I'm going to do. So I'm going to go off camera, fix everything up, get some mascara on, something in the waterline, something for my lips, and I will be right back. All right, loves, I am back, and here is the look. What do you guys think of this? I love how the shape came out. I feel like I finally perfected this style because the last time I tried to do this, I didn't get it right for my eye shape, but I just love a good defined look. It's very pretty. I love the fuchsia in the front, and the blue shimmers are absolutely stunning on the lids, and that inner corner highlight is everything. So I didn't do that much off camera. I didn't feel like this look needed anything extra. So I decided to just do mascara, no falsies. I have the About Face 1994 mascara as well as the Tristique mascara, and then I tightline with the Tristique pencil. I also use the LA Girl Jet Setter liquid liner to just put a little line up here, and I decided I needed something to brighten my waterline since I went bare down there. So I used the NYX Jumbo Pencil, and I believe this is Milk, and it feels like it really opens up my eyes and makes everything a little bit more brighter. And then for my lips, I just went in with the Buxom Full Force Plumping Lipstick, and I think it's called, yeah, Dolly Dreamer. It's a beautiful, like, deeper mauve. I felt like it paired really nicely with the tones that are on my eyes. And that is it for this look. Nothing else, and I think it just came out absolutely stunning. The mattes and everything are just so gorgeous, and I just really love this shape. So that was everything for look number 1. Let's get into the next look. All right, guys, we are on the next day, and I am going to lean into this side over here. I do have the Kaleidos Tone Activated Primer unset, and I'm going to start off with this shade right here called Teacup. It's a murky shade. You know I love those kind of shades. So I'm just going to take one of my It's Spell brushes and dust off the excess and run that through the crease. This look is not going to be one of those like super defined ones. I just wanted to see more in terms of how the blending is this time, since, you know, when you do very graphic looks, you don't really spend a lot of time blending. You just work more on like shape and everything. So, oh, look at that green. It's like a murky olive shade, but that is going to be my initial transition shade. I do want to add a little bit of warmth into the look, so I'm going to go into Surreal, and I'm going to use that like in the front and on the edge. It's a beautiful mustardy shade that leans more on the orange side, but look how pigmented that one is as well. I'm going to really concentrate it in the front as well, and then go over the edge of that green. It's going to make everything a little extra murky. I am going to keep the lower lash line the same, so I'm going to go in with the green and with the yellow down here and just match everything up. The lower lash line looks pretty dang good. I want to go into Rabbit and use that to deepen the outer corner. You know I love me a lot of depth in a look, so I'm just going to tap into that one and go slowly. I don't want to add too much too quick, but I know I want a smoky little outer corner. So I'm just gonna concentrate that out here. I'm not gonna take it into the crease or anything. Now we're going to get into the shimmers. I'm going to start off with Muchness, this one right here. This is one of the more smoother formulas in the palette. Picks up really well on a brush. This looks like it's like a gold to green, kind of shifty shade. I'm gonna use that over here on the edge where the black is. Wow, look at that. So much of that gold comes through, but I don't know if you guys can see, like there is a very prominent green shift to this. It's really pretty. I love these kind of multi-chromes. Now, I do have a lot of these kind of multi-chromes in my collection from Divina, from Cleona and other brands, but you know what? I can never get enough of a shadow like this. The more, the merrier to me in my collection. So now let's get into this shade called Hysterical Hatter. This one has like murky tones to it too, but it's definitely more flaky, and I think it's going to be on the lighter side than the first metallic. So I'm gonna try to pick it up with a brush. Yeah, it's definitely more flaky. You can see on the brush itself. I don't know if you can tell, but I am going to spray this one just to help it spread a little bit more on the front. Oh yeah, it's definitely got more brightness to it. It's a very foiled. Oh wow, this is perfect though. And this one has more green to it. Like you can see a lot more of that green, but it is on the lighter side. But it does also have like a goldy shift to it. So the last shade I want to use is Distorted Dream. Oh, whoa, this has like a lavender shift to it. I think that will work as an inner corner highlight, but like there's mint and pink to this one. Ooh, Ooh, that is so pretty. So I am going to get this little brush right here. And this one is even flakier than this shade. And yeah, they're almost like teeny little chrome flakes almost. And let me try to wet it and see how it does here. Whoa, 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 whoa. The pink really shows up, but like that mint and pinky shift is so fun to add to this look. Gives it an interesting little pop. So I'm just going to keep that in the inner corner, try to get it to spread just a little bit. It's just one of those, you know, more flaky, thicker shades. Take just a little bit more work to get them to go on right. And there is the inner corner. Yes, it's like a fiery pinky orange green shifty multi-chrome. It makes a stunning inner corner highlight. I did kind of pull it up and arch it in, and I did go over the mattes to just bring back some of those shades back into the look, because you know sometimes it gets covered up by the metallics. So I think I'm very happy with where this is at, because this is like the most beautiful grungy look ever. I am going to go finish off the look, liner, maybe lashes, maybe just mascara, something for the lips, and I will be right back. All right, my loves, I am back and I am living my grungy girl dreams right now. This is the most whimsical, pretty grungy look that I have ever done. All these tones are so pretty, and I decided to add these little star stickies on my inner portion and outer portion. They're these gold stars that are really reflective. I don't know if you can tell they're stars. And then I decided to add glitter as well over them. And I'm actually using a Ensley Reign loose glitter that I got as a gift with purchase. It doesn't actually have a name for it. It just says loose glitter sample. And I just dotted that over the stars out here too. I feel like it looks like shooting stars are coming across my eyelids, which I love so much. And I decided to do a metallic liner. So I went in with the Thrive Cosmetics liner right here, and then went over it with the Unearthly Cosmetics Immortality liner in Gem. It's like a darker green that shifts to blue. And then I also put the Uden's Eye liner in number 6. This is from their Solmone collection. It comes off more as an olive shade than what it looks like on the cap. And then I was like, you know what? I might as well do a grungy lippy as well. And I am wearing my favorite green lippy that is in my collection. This is from Unearthly Cosmetics in their satin lipstick formula. And this is Mandy. It's a beautiful, grungy, olivey green shade. It's so gorgeous, and it matches the tones on my eyes so well. And I think that's all I did off camera besides use the About Face 1994 mascara before I put the lashes on, which are the chocolate candy bar lashes, by the way. And I stuck them on with some glitter glue over the liner, and now I am here and I am living my fantasy. So that was everything for look number 2, and I am, I think, ready to give you guys my thoughts on this palette. I just have to say, I'm feeling myself in this look right now. I feel so pretty. It's one of my most favorite looks I've done in a while. And you know when you have those days where your makeup is just on fleek, like your skin is looking good, your brows are looking good, your shadows looking good. I'm having one of those moments, but Ensley Reign just seems to come through and give me the most perfect makeup look. So this palette is absolutely stunning, but I knew going in that I was probably going to love this because I've loved everything that I've tried from Ensley Reign. It was more to just see if the formula is consistent to their other palettes, not really testing it out since I already knew what to kind of expect going in. But I do feel like this palette is beautiful. I love the packaging. I love the sleek cardboard packaging and all that. It's easy to store and pack, and I love the artwork and the theme of this one. As for the shadows, absolutely gorgeous. You have all these beautiful multi-chromes to work with. Some are a little bit more textured, some are a little bit more smooth, some are a little bit in between. Like this one, this one, this one, and this one are on the more smoother, slick side. And then you have these like right here that are very flaky, very molten metal, unfoiled. They're a little bit more tricky to work with, but they're absolutely stunning. stunning on the eyes. Now this one right here, Bonkers, has all these little silver shimmer sparkles in it. It's so pretty. And then you have these gorgeous mattes to pair with the multi-chromes. They're very consistent to like the Harvest Moon palette or the Strawberry Moon palette. Now, the only two that needed a little bit more building that I tried so far is Rabbit. It's definitely more of a buildable matte black. It's not like one of those intensely pigmented ones, which is good because I rather have a buildable matte black than an overly pigmented one. So you can like slowly work with it instead of like going in and just having black right there and not being able to blend it out. And then the blue was definitely one that I had to build up a little bit more, but they built up fine. They were easy to work with. Now like this one and this one, super pigmented right on the get-go, as well as Hypnotic, but all of them were easy to blend and they all layered over each other really well. I had no patchiness issues, no issues at all with the mattes or the metallics. They're just overall beautiful. And I love how cohesive this palette is. I feel like you can go warm, you can go cool tone, you can go grungy, you have mid-tones, you have depth, you have mid-tone shimmers, you have lighter shimmers that can work as inner corner highlights. So I feel like you have everything you need to create some completed looks, and I overall feel very inspired by this color story, and I think it matches all the colors on the palette perfectly and the whole theme. I'm very happy with this palette and I really enjoyed the two looks that I was able to create, and I highly recommend this. If you were eyeing it out, I don't think you would be disappointed with this. Now, I know it is on the pricier end. I mean, it's $83, but it's full of those very special multi-chrome shadows that are more expensive to formulate. The pigments are more expensive, so they have to factor that in when pricing out the palette and make sure that they actually make a profit. I mean, it is still a business at the end of the day. Now, I've said this before, I hope eventually they'll come out with a smaller palette that might have maybe less of the special shimmers and more mattes, so that they can lower the price tag and maybe get more people to try their brand if they haven't tried them yet, because it's kind of hard to spend a higher price when you haven't tried the brand at all, and maybe you have to spend, you know, shipping and all of that, so it can add up really quick. So hopefully they will do that in the future so more people can try their amazing products. So that was all of my thoughts on this palette and all the details. I did forget to mention this in the beginning. I probably put it on the screen, but I do have a discount with Ensley Reign. It is affiliated. I think it gives you like 10% off. I'll put that up on the screen. It's BRIANACHANG. I don't know why I always forget to mention that, but it's always in the description. And the link as well in my description is affiliated. So if you use the link, you use the code, I will get, you know, a small kickback from it, but you don't have to use those things. It's just there for your use if you want to. No pressure, but it's always nice to save some money, especially on these like higher priced products. But now I would love to hear what your thoughts are on this palette, the looks. Have you tried Ensley Reign? I would love to hear from all of y'all. And if you are new here and you enjoy this video, you like a lot of stuff on indie brands and colorful makeup, then please hit that subscribe button and join this little family. I would love to have you here. Also, don't forget to check out the description. Like I said, I'll have the collection linked. My code will be there. I will link other Ensley Reign Cosmetics videos that I've done if you're curious about their other products. And I will have my makeup linked, what's on my face, foundation, and all of that, as well as my contact and my social media platforms. I'm also on Instagram as Breezy Lifestyle and Breezy_beauty. So if you want to join my Instagram fam, I would really, really love that. But guys, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video, for being here, being amazing. I just appreciate you guys all so much. And I just hope all of you are having a wonderful day so far, and just sending you guys so much light and love. But until next time, bye guys.